guys, welcome to another vlog. Currently here at the old house. We had to come out here and clean up some marks in the garage. Just that from living here, little stuff like this. So annoying, but we've got to clean it all up for their new tenants. Luckily, it looks, is it tenanted now, T? Have they definitely coming in?
Not 100%, but yes, it looks promising.
Okay, so that's a good thing. That means we don't have to keep paying the rent.
The wife likes the kitchen.
The wife, you like the kitchen?
I love the kitchen.
Yeah, the wives all love the kitchen at this house.
And she makes Turkish sweets. So she said that we can put our order in for baklava.
I was about to say baklava, yeah.
She doesn't know how to make the kunefe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I told her to learn.
Yeah. Alright, so some news, guys, with regards to the track. I actually had a call from the Premier's office today. That's huge. Premier's office. If you're not from Australia, we have forms of government, and Premier is the one that runs our entire state. Australia has 6 or 7 states and territories, or whatever it is. I forget. I should know, but I forget. 7 states and territories. So they are, going into bat for us. I've got an email that I need to send off to them. Benki has had a lengthy phone call with Steve Griffith, which is our local councillor for this entire area where we live. So this part of the city council. And he's all for us. He's all for the Drift Park staying, sees massive value in it, and isn't against it. So he is also looking into why this happened and why it happened so quickly as well. Like, we were only really given a week's notice sort of thing, and then all of a sudden they've handed us a letter telling us we have to close. So he wants to find out why that happened, what allowed it to happen, and it's also part of his issue is why are we allowed to operate for 15 years and not get closed down, and then all of a sudden it's an issue. Like he said, ultimately there's been a breakdown on our end, on the council end of things, where, obviously, why have we been allowed to operate this entire time without any real hassle other than some noise complaints? And then all of a sudden, 15 years later, we get a complaint. We get shut down. It just doesn't make any sense logically, and that's the way the councillors are looking at it. Thank you everybody that has signed on the petition. If you haven't already, jump on there. Thanks to Adam LZ, put a big thing on his vlog about it yesterday. And everybody else as well, all the other creators that I know that are putting stuff up online in their vlogs and really pushing it. We're hoping to get onto some national news and stuff like that. Benki has had a chat with 10. I had a chat with 7 and 9, which are all big stations here in Australia if you're watching from overseas. And then I also had a lengthy chat with ABC, again, which is another large news station here in Australia. They're the 4 big ones, really. 7, 9, 10 and ABC are our 4 big public TV channels. So they might all be picking up the story. But yeah, so there's a lot going on top of the moving house, cleaning old house, and all that really fun stuff along the way, and having 2 children, which Scarlett's last day of school today because we're going on school holidays like a month earlier than like a couple weeks earlier than we should. And yeah, so a lot going on behind the scenes. We're going to see what else we get up to today. Last minute last night, Tiana actually ended up getting we ended up getting called up because Tiana was on the waiting list for the Christmas bash that was on at Queensland Raceway because it was sold out and somebody had pulled out, and Tiana was next on the list. We got called up. Literally, it just ended up being too late. It was like 7 o'clock at night, saying that we can go to that session, and we just couldn't get everything going in time. Tiana's car, I didn't realise last time she drove it, she said it had a misfire, so we didn't want to risk dragging the car all the way out there.
And I cried.
Yeah, she did. She cried because she really, really wanted to go out there. So we might be doing some work on Tiana's car today. Have you decided yet, T? Whether you want to go?
Being a little preoccupied, trying to life and stuff.
Drifter's life though.
Yeah, I know, but there's other priorities. like this and yeah, getting other stuff done. Trying to set up my office so I can do orders and get them sent out. Like, my kids probably aren't going to even have their Christmas tree until next week.
I'm sure you guys can understand if your stuff comes a little bit late because Tiana's gone drifting, okay? Let us know in the comments down below. If you're really impatient and Tiana can't go drifting because you need a shirt or something, just don't be that guy. Nah. So yeah, we're going to possibly be getting Tiana's car ready to head down to Raleigh Raceway, which is a track in New South Wales. The Drift HQ guys are running a drift event down there. So if Tiana does decide she wants to go, we are going to go there. Her concern is, which is completely understandable, is we really don't have the time for this. Our house is still a bomb site. Christmas is coming up, as well as everything else.
Mama Bar needs me to do a flat pack.
Mama Bar can bloody wait. You go put
broken arm.
Go put your mum's stuff together, mate. It's a broken arm.
I love flat packs though, and she knows it.
Do you love flat packs more than drifting?
No.
Yeah, well, you got to make your decisions. So yeah, that is what's going on, guys. So I'll catch up you guys later in the day when hopefully I'll be getting Tiana's S13 ready to take to the drift event this weekend, which is down at Raleigh, which is like a 4 or 5 hour drive down south. We'll probably have to camp down there and all that sort of stuff. So obviously a bit of planning involved. If we can't get the S13 to run right, we'll take the 350Z and we'll literally the seat moves on the 370Z, so she'll be able to move the seat forward and be able to use that car. She's not real confident about it and she's used to a lot more lock. And she loves her car, obviously. So we'll try and get the S13 sorted. I can't see it being a big issue. It's probably just a coil pack or something. I probably could do with a set of plugs, maybe.
I feel like it's fair that I like my car and I prefer to drive my car.
Well, that's fair, and it's an S13. Everyone loves S13s.
Like for Matsuri, you got to take 4 cars because you like to drive all 4 cars.
Well, I didn't get to. I worked hard on it and made it happen. What have you done? How have you worked on your one car you've got to get ready for any drift events?
I haven't, because I've been too busy packing a house and trying to unpack a house.
What about the 2 years you've owned the car before that?
What do you mean?
What have you done to get ready for an event?
Have you done your own washing, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to. I got married for that.
Yeah, same with cars.
Same with cars. Oh, it's amazing. When she needs something, it's the other way. So, anyway, I'm going to get more of this house done. Trying to keep in good spirits. Like I said, guys, you know, I have I guess a reasonably good coping mechanism just because of how I've grown up. We constantly moved around, and growing up, yeah, had lots of different stepmothers and a life of getting moved around the place, and I guess being disappointed and you know, getting the shit hand dealt out has happened enough times in my life where, I don't know, I have a pretty positive coping mechanism where I can just try and see the positive side of it and just continue on with life and make other good things happen.
Did you know our first home is our 11th place we've lived together?
Yeah,
that's not including when I met and I lived in Southport and you stayed every night. That's crazy.
And what? We've been together 9 years?
2012.
Yeah. So 8 years.
Just gone 8.
So me and Tiana have been together 8 years, and the house we bought is
our
11th, technically 12th place, because I was basically living with her in the other place. So yeah, to finally have somewhere where we can stay, where we can drop stuff and have it hit the wall really hard inside the
in Boston's wardrobe, I did that.
Yeah, and just laugh about it is a very, very nice feeling. And yesterday when I got to work on my cars for the first time in my new house, in our new house, was just like freaking cool, knowing that I was working with Sikaflex, and normally I stress out when I'm working with that stuff anyway because it's so messy. But I stress out like hell in a rental because if you drop it on the ground, it's, you know, they'll take your bond or blah, blah, blah. Either way, complete nightmare. And now I didn't drop any, but if I did, I would just be like, meh, I dropped some.
You got it on the table.
I got it on the table. Well, that's our table, that's the matter. But, all right. Hopefully catch up with you guys later today with the trailer on the back and Tiana's S13. We'll see how we go though. All right, baby, we're done.
Yeah.
Say goodbye. We hand the keys back.
Our first Brisbane house.
Sayonara, motherfucker.
Did you break? You broke the garage.
Oh
Did
yeah.
you unplug it maybe or something
Did
weird?
you unplug it?
No.
Okay, crisis averted. Seems that I might have got water on something and just tripped the power. So we turned the power back on. All good. The door closed. So we can head back to the house now and then try and convince Tiana that's a good idea to go drifting this weekend when it isn't a great idea. Like, it's a good idea, but it's not like a good idea with the amount of stuff we have to do in the background, but it's a great idea. So I'm sure you guys will love the content. You love it when wifey drifts, and it'll just be a good weekend with the boys and something maybe to, you know, really keep our mind off of exactly what's going on for a weekend wouldn't hurt, because it's been a really crazy couple of weeks, and yeah, I think we've got a pretty big fight ahead of us. Yeah. Alright guys, down here at the drift park now, got Macca and Co. Call it Co because I didn't get you guys' names yet. To do an interview down here. He's going to put together a video to try and help us out, raise awareness for the track. Anything to really help our plight. But also while I'm down here, I want to check out wifey's car. See if it's running right, see what I need to do if we are going to head down to Rally Raceway this weekend. Kind of want to give it a fire up, give it a decent rev, see if it works. If it doesn't, find out why. And then all we've got to do is convince her that she needs to drive this weekend instead of do stuff with the house. So comment down below, tell her she needs to drive. Alright, interview is all done. Hopefully it'll shed some light for you guys, because they always ask good questions so I can answer them a bit better than I can just talking directly to you guys. But I've just checked again over wifey's s13.4. Desperately needs an oil change. Her oil is really bad. And everything else seems pretty good. So I'm going to fire it back up, just take for a little drive around, make sure it's making boost and not misfiring. If that's the case, then by the looks of it, all I'll need to do is do a basic nut and bolt check, and then line up a bunch of wheels and tires, and it'll be ready for rally. So hopefully she's down for it, because the car looks or seems like it's ready to go. Take for a little roll around now. So I'm in the car now, guys. Cube shifter. God, this thing feels good. But I'm just watching the boost now, just to see what it's doing. So get some boost going. So everything feels decent. It's a tiny bit laggy right down the bottom. It's like I've got a little bit of a dead spot. But I think, like, I'm fairly sure there is a boost leak that I need to fix. So I definitely think there's a boost leak on her cooler piping. Other than that, the car feels pretty good. There's something loose in the front that I need to attend to, and an oil change. Other than that, boys, I think she's ready to rip, and a clean. This thing needs like a clean so badly. It's so disgusting. It is filthy inside and out. It's typical of a chick's car. Sorry guys, but it's the truth. My wife's car's dirty. A lot of girls don't really keep their cars clean, so if you want to argue with me that on that, feel free, but facts are facts, guys. Alright, so I think I've got everything, well, I know everything I need for Tiana's S13 now. I won't take it home just today because she hasn't said 100% yes or no that she wants to go. But pushing for it, guys. You help me push for it in the comments down below. We've got to convince her. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like as much as all this stuff for the track is really crappy, like, it's bringing so many people together that are being positive and generating hope, that, you know, if enough people are pushing enough positive vibes, I feel like we can really make something happen. So really appreciate everyone trying to be positive about it. It really helps. It really helps me manage it, and, you know, mentally, and just hope like hell we don't lose this place, hey, like, or even if we do lose it, I hope someone helps us get some, you know, can help us get somewhere else. Okay, so the day has transpired a bit. I ended up loading up Tiana's S13, bring it home because it's confirmed now we're going drifting.
Better rally.
Yeah. A little bit concerned though, because it's a weekend where it's meant to completely rain, and apparently, I don't remember it happening, but whenever Tiana's car gets used when it's raining, you said it misfires and stuff, right?
Yeah, it doesn't like light at all.
It's a typical old Nissan. When wiring gets wet, it stops running. So we're going to talk to some friends and see if we can get someone to tow down the 370Z as well, and that means I might be out a bit of a drift as well, but more than that, she'll have a car to drive if her car doesn't work. But anyway, now we're down at Sushi Train taking the kids for sushi because they want sushi. Sushi? Hey, hey, hey! Sushi time? Hey, sushi time?
Yes.
Sushi time, Lassie?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, is Sushi Train good?
No, why did Mom park up here if it's stinky?
Oh, the stinky bins.
I need a.
Oh.
Okay, let's hurry up. I need a.
Shimmy.
What? Do you want to tell everyone about how I just proved you wrong?
What are you talking about?
Had a complaint about my driving, how I'm in the right lane and he's in the left lane, and he's just like, why do you go in the right lane? Mind you, it's a road that if you're in the left lane, it's super bumpy and my car scrapes. So, and it merges anyway. So I'm like,
it merges in like 5Ks.
It doesn't matter. I just still get in the right lane. There's no problem with it. Like, I'm not hurting anyone. So it looks like that guy's trying to overtake you, is about to overtake you on the left lane. Mind you, nowhere near me. Not even trying to pass me. And then dumbass goes, it's keep left unless overtaken. I'm like, yeah, if it's over 80 Ks. He's like, no, it's all the time. I was like, no, it's over 80 Ks. He's like, I think it's 70 Ks. I'm like, Google it. Dumbass. Not only is it over 80, it's over 90. So he just made himself look way more stupid.
Look, as far as etiquette goes, guys, if you're on a two-lane on a road that has two lanes heading in the same direction, just keep to the left. It's easier, and you know.
But if I'm doing the speed limit or more than the speed limit and no one is trying to pass me and no one's close, then what's the big problem? Seriously, what's the problem? And then old mate wanted to race me at the lights, was basically halfway through the intersection.
Oh, that one that wasn't going to pass you?
The one that wasn't going to pass me, that really wanted to pass me, but he didn't.
Yeah, because he didn't want to illegally pass on the left. That isn't illegal, but people don't like passing on the left. Anyway.
I don't like shitty roads from trucks that make my car scrape.
Why'd you say the S word?
Yeah.
Scarlet.
No, it's the shit word. Shit word.
The what?
Shit word.
Alright. So we're home now. See, we brought home wifey's race car. Another thing we have to do other than prepping the race car is prep the trailer for the trip. I got a tyre that's already starting to go flat. My spare is no good. And I've got some wiring, and I would love to fix my brakes before I go. So we definitely have a lot of work before our trip. Alright, we're going to give this thing a wash before we take it down into the house, just because the grass needs watering anyway, and her car is so dirty it's ridiculous. Just got to find something to cover her engine so it doesn't get wet and we don't have that whole wet engine issue. And yeah, should be right. I think this kids ramp should do the trick. Get that car down into here, be able to work on it in another vlog, not tonight's vlog. Alright, so I've washed the outside of the car. I'm just going to get T to move it down into where the light is here. Now there's a whole bunch of crud in the engine bay I'd really love to get rid of, and I do it over these rocks here instead of on the carpet. well, carpet, I mean grass and whatnot. So get her to drive down here. I'll show you guys in a sec. It's really filthy. Your car is somewhat clean. I'm just going to hit some of this engine bay stuff, like the rusty stuff there, and a bit of the oily stuff here, just to get rid of it without hitting your coil packs. It should be fine.
This is what they did last time.
Oh, because the wiring on the airflow meter is a bit so-so?
That's what was rubbing. So Matt Fogarty zip tied it, and then it had 6 cylinders. And
So
then
it's something to do with the airflow
and
meter.
then after I would drive a little bit, it would move, and they'd have to keep wedging stuff.
Okay, well, we'll see if we can get, what's his name, to come around and have a look.
Yeah.
Wiring.
Yeah, so
Drew,
literally while it was idling,
you play with that.
they'd give it a rev, they'd move it and then hold it tight. Matt Fogarty said the same thing happened to his car, something to do with the clip.
Yeah,
It just gets dodgy after a while or something.
Okay.
Same thing with his.
yeah, with his RB car.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I'm going to give this a little bit of a clean now, and we'll bring it all the way in and be able to look over exactly what we're going to do.
Good job.
So looking quite a bit nicer in here now, especially down there. That was all just rusty looking. Definitely don't want to clean any of this area because that's where the wiring goes bad, and hopefully I haven't sprayed too much water on the airflow meter. Alright, handy dandy GK Tech ramps. Put some carpet down just in case I have spills, because, you know, even though it's mine, I still don't want to go spilling oil on it. Gonna get Tiana to come and bring her car in a sec, because I don't really want to move her seat again, because it's really hard to get her seat into the right position for her, so I don't want to move it. I'll let her drive it in, and we'll get this bad boy jacked up, and yeah, should be good. You're cracking a 4X, then you're going to drive your car. What's Chop going to say about you drinking 4X?
Because I'm a hoon.
Ah,
Look, I wouldn't do it if the council wasn't shutting my track down.
yeah.
I would
Right,
drive
can
my
you-
car and then drink my
Well, drive your car in here so you can change your oil, which hasn't been done forever. See you coming for a drive with you.
You coming?
You didn't even put her steering wheel on. Hold on. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Straight up onto GKT ramps. So I'll be able to get a jack under it easy. And what the hell?
What?
Your tyres on wire and it picked up the carpet. Like, that's a new one. Like, what the hell? Yeah, your left rear's on wire and it's literally picked up the bloody thing. Hey. Okay. Alright guys, well now wifey's car is home. We're going to get working on it. You'll be able to check out more of that in tomorrow's vlog. Or I was going to do a live vlog and you would have seen the car already here. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. But either way, check it out. There'll be more videos. See you guys in the next one. Grab some merch. We really appreciate it. Peace out. See you guys tomorrow.